Hi everybody, welcome back. This week I received a shipment in the mail of several new decks, and I had reviewed a couple of them in the previous days. I have reviewed the Tarot by 7 Vintage Sew-In Lenormand and the John Williams Waterhouse Oracle that I also received from Tarot by 7. And today I wanted to go over with you the Winter Solstice Lenormand. I received a poker-sized deck from Tarot by 7, and I also received a mini deck, so I'm going to unwrap them and share them with you. Here we go. So here are the decks as they came to me out of the box. This is the Winter Solstice Lenormand. Tarot by 7 sent it in a very nice plastic box for future storage. That's helpful. The cards are poker-sized. They have a very beautiful snowflake type motif on the back with the fall to winter colors, which I really like. And they're wrapped, so let's unwrap them. And we'll take a look at the quality of the cardstock. The cardstock is very nice, sturdy, matte. These cards are a nice size for anybody's hand, and they'd be good enough to use for a grand tableau. If you had to lay them all out, might be a little difficult. That's one of the reasons I really wanted to get a mini deck also. So I ordered a mini deck of the same deck edition as this one. And this is the mini size. It comes in a little flip-top box, which is nice. And we'll look at those in a few minutes. First, let's go through this Winter Solstice Lenormand. I'm going to move these up here where you can hopefully see them a little bit better. Alrighty, so you've seen the backing. Now let's move on to the cards themselves. Here's the title card. Okay, we're going to be looking at the Natalie Rose Winter Solstice Lenormand. Tarotby7.com is where you can order the deck. Here we have Rider, a female rider. Here we have Clover, a four-leaf clover it looks like, and then there's a little clover flower down here in the corner. The ship, although a ship docked in port doesn't really give you the idea of travel or motion or being in business or that type of an idea, but it is a boat or a ship. Here's the house. Beautiful house, decorated for the holidays. The tree in winter. So the deck gives you a little different feel because normally the tree card is supposed to represent health and growth, but when you see it with snow, that doesn't really give you quite the same general impression. But it is a theme deck, so we'll have to go with the theme, the tree. The winter snow is part of the cycle of growth and rebirth, so just have to keep that in mind. Ooh, here's an alternate tree. Oh, isn't that pretty? A Christmas tree. Very nice. I'm seeing these cards for the first time. Lovely. So you've got your choice of tree there. And I like them both, to tell you the truth. Here is the clouds. We've got a dark and a light side. Notice these don't have the playing card inserts, which I think you can order them with titles and borders and inserts. There's different options for ordering these cards. The snake, it's pretty obvious what that is. He's sort of going across the pine cone and the fallen leaves. The coffin. The bouquet, lovely winter bouquet. Oh, I would have liked some poinsettias in there, but this is nice too. The bouquet, scythe, the whip, and you can also see the broom kind of in the background there. So whip and broom with the holiday decorations around them. Birds. The child. You know, if you weren't careful, you might read that as the tree, but the child is very central in the card, so as children are central to the holidays. There looks like an alternate child. I think I would probably go with this one. She's got that sort of innocent sense about her. There's another one. So you've got your choice of 3. And we have the fox. Bear. Star, or stars, plural. I know a lot of readings rely on there being multiple stars, but one star is very evident that this is a star, so you can just read however you normally would. Stork, dog, great dog, I love that dog, ready to play. The tower, and if you read that card as an isolation card, this really gives you that sense of isolation and desolation. And it also is a nice square building, so you've got that sense of institutions as well. The garden. Oh, that's beautiful. The garden in winter. I love that card. Mountain. I really like the lake with the reflection. That sort of brings a new level of depth to this card. Mountain. The path. The idea of divergence, I suppose it could be there with this divergent line there, but it's not really evident. I would have liked it better to have had this path split into 2 here, but if you're an experienced Lenormand reader, you can use this. The path. Mice. These are really detailed mice. I mean, it's almost like a photograph, and I love how they've got the holiday cookies that they're nibbling into. The heart. It's a beautiful, beautiful heart with the holiday wreath around it. The ring. Even though it's on a finger, it's very, very plain that this is a card centered on the ring. So this is very well done. The book. Again, there are presents, but they're kind of in the background. It's very evident that the book is the central theme of that card. The letter. The gentleman, very Victorian. The lady. Looks like we have alternate lady and gentleman cards here. An older lady with a cat. An older gentleman. perhaps playing holiday music. So you've got those 2 extra cards. Those are nice. Lilies. The winter sun. The moon. That's very nice. That gives you the idea of the moon as reflecting your fame or your notoriety. And a performer is definitely someone who's famous and notorious a lot of the times. The key. Pretty, very pretty. Fish. Wow, that's nice. Multiple fish. Fluidity, motion. We've still got the holiday there with the pine tree above. Good fish card. Anchor. The cross. There we have a Christian cross. More like the Roman Catholic cross, I should say. And this bonus card here, I'm not exactly sure. It looks like a Tree of Life. I suppose you could substitute this for one of the other tree cards that are in the deck. So this is the poker size deck. There's no little white book, just the cards. So now we'll look at the smaller deck, the mini size. So here is our mini deck. Let's see if we can get it undone here. Let's get a little white tuck box. And the cards come shoosting out, as Ava Gabor would say. Okay, I had a little bit of a tough time getting these cards out of the box. One of the cards was actually kind of stuck in there to the glue, but I was able to get it out. I just had to pause my video for a moment. So here we have the mini deck. I'm not going to go through each and every card, but I did want to show you the mini deck and the size. There's the title card. Again, that extra tree. And they're the same images as we had on the larger deck. So there we have it. And this, as you can see, it's pretty easy to lay out several cards together with a mini deck like this. And it's great for taking in your purse, using for readings on the go. So if you go to Tarot by Seven's website, you can find the Winter Solstice Lenormand available for purchase. She's got many other decks, as you can see. This is the Natalie Rose Lenoracle. We have the Natalie Rose second edition of the Lenoracle. And you can get them with the card inserts. I think you can, depends on how you place your order. Then this is the Winter Solstice Lenormand that I ordered. And there are a couple of the cards that you saw. Of the cards. Now see, you can get this deck with the numbers up in the corner if you prefer. I believe you can also get it with card inserts if I'm not mistaken. Well, maybe I am mistaken. No, it's either with borders, without borders. I ordered mine without borders and without numbers. But if you would like to get, let's see, your choices. With numbers and borders, with numbers, no borders, with borders and no numbers, and you can get the combination of the mini size and the poker size. And if you watch her Facebook page, you will often get discounted offers, so you might want to try that. Tarot by 7. And with that, we'll conclude this quick run through of the Winter Solstice Lenormand. Natalie Rose is the artist, and it is available from tarotby7.com. Take care. See you next time.